Hello and welcome to Nourishing the Mother. I'm Julie Tenner.
And I'm Bridget Wood.
And tonight's Q&A is on money blocks. So this week's podcast we had a huge amount of feedback from, so it's clearly resonating with our tribe out there, which is wonderful. I myself, Bridget, listened to it twice already. Because as you know, it's something I have to work on. So we thought we would just expand a little and maybe get a little bit more practical.
Yes.
So Bridgie, over to you.
Sure, and I think that was the key thing was the where do I start? So in the podcast we delved deep into the, I suppose, broader psychology of money blocks and what gets in the way and how to build self-worth. And all
I was going to say how
stuff.
that aligns to self-worth. That self-worth is very much tied to your ability to build and maintain wealth.
Yes. And in addition to the strategies that you need to actually put into effect. So I thought, because this is going to be quite short, we'll tackle a quick strategy which can obviously help you develop a discipline, but also be really great from a self-worth perspective. So a lot of Australians would have got in the mail this week or in their notifications that interest rates are going down. So that's a great opportunity to, instead of just wear that and obviously absorb that extra money that's in your account because the interest is not as high, instead be figuring out what that difference is and continuing to pay at that rate. So rather than just pay less because of what the bank says, continue to pay what you're paying, or if you've got a credit card debt, direct that money into a credit card debt so that you're paying that down. And just that practice is not only great for your own psychology because you have that sense that I'm doing something meaningful to save my money, but it's also really good from a discipline point of view so that you know that you're achieving something. Yeah. So because I actually did this practice, must have been about 6 years ago, and it's actually halved our loan term because...
Which is like amazing.
Yeah, but it's funny because it's just that idea, like an inch by inch into cinch, so you're just chunking it down into small amounts. It's when you're looking at this, overwhelming debt or this overwhelming goal that you're trying to achieve, it's kind of a little bit, depressing, because you're kind of going, how do I do this?
It's so big, I can't even perceive the way down.
Yeah. So it's just looking for those little wins, and that's a great one to just find out a little bit of extras, stuff that you're going to get anyway as part of the markets. And it's also good because it will shield you as rates go back up again, which they invariably will.
Yes. Next point.
So values. So we talk so much about values, but really, because the thing is with money, it's not how much you have, it's how you manage it. So, and your values, if you look at where your money goes, it's going to be linked directly back to what's most important to you. So
money goes where money flows.
Yeah, it's exactly right. So,
and money flows where money goes.
It does. So that idea that if you've got family really high up in your values, then you won't really think twice about the amount of money that you might spend on your kids' sporting activities or kids' parties or kids' entertainment, all those things. And so it's about getting clear on what those things are and perhaps then saying, okay, well, do I need to spend that amount, or can we find a cheap way to do that? If we always go to soccer practice and the kids always get takeaway because we're disorganised, how can we be a bit more organised and take food from home? And you might save $30, and directing that $30 into a debt or into savings is massive, and it hasn't been much of a pain to do. You're pretty good at that.
No, I am, but I was just thinking that's the point. That's the leap I don't make. Is I don't then make the leap on the money that I've saved, specifically directing it somewhere else.
Yeah,
I just sits in my account and I go, oh, good, that'll go somewhere else now.
Yeah.
But I get that the point of being intentional about where it goes is so that you feel like you have a level of control over that.
Yeah,
and then that is tied back to the self-worth and self-belief.
As that idea, as we talked in the podcast, it's even starting with like $5 a month or $5 a week that goes into this fund that you never ever touch. So that even no matter what happens, there's something always growing. There's something saving for the future always. And that's a real comfort when things might feel tight, that at least money's going somewhere and it's going to look after you,
So I reckon they're two great points. Start looking at where your values, sorry, that's me, I just kicked our tripod, where your values lie, which we talk about a lot, and start looking at where money flows and money goes, because they are a continuous cycle, and then seeing maybe with more intention where you can direct those finances that you are now conscious of and saving. Would you say that wraps it up?
I think that wraps it up beautifully.
Great. We'll see you next week when we continue to peel back the layers on your mothering journey. And please check out this week's podcast on Nourishing the Mother Facebook.
Yes.
Yes. Bye.